Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Melissa and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So today's tip is to make your lunch. Now, I was a nanny, so I had access to a microwave. Now I am not a nanny and I don't have access to a microwave. In fact, I am pretty much in my car when I'm eating and eating on the go. So I want something that can be eaten cold. I want something that can be easily stored in a lunchbox and that I can easily eat while driving. Now, I also like to eat fairly healthy. So last week I had some of my eggless banana muffins with chocolate chips, just because that's what was convenient and that's what I had on hand. But now that I know that this is what I'm going to be doing going forward until I find another job, I definitely want a more substantial lunch because I am physically moving and I don't, I'm driving, so I don't want to have any dizzy spells or anything. So my plan is, those Starbucks, like little boxes that and protein boxes and stuff, and stores have them for like $5. They're almost $7 at Starbucks, or like over $7 with tax. So that's obviously really expensive to spend $5 to $7 every day for my lunch, when essentially it's a couple of hard-boiled eggs, an ounce or so of cheese, and then nuts or pretzels or crackers or a little bread thing, some sort of like a carb, and some sort of fruit. So I'm going to go ahead and hard-boil eggs tonight. I will dice up cheese into little cubes so I can easily pack that and grab and go. And then every morning I'll cut myself an apple. I did buy some little boxes of raisins. Normally I advocate for, buying the bigger box, but raisins I'm kind of weird about, and I go through my stages where I really like raisins or where I won't eat them for like 6 months. And so I feel like the little individual boxes stay a little fresher a little longer. So I'm going to kind of speed run how quick and easy it is to get my lunch prepped. Okay, so I have a thing of cold water. I'm making lunch for the next 4 days, so I'll put 8 eggs in. The eggs were 25 cents each, so that's 50 cents worth of eggs per lunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I got these 8-ounce blocks of cheese at Meijer. They were on sale for $2 each, so I got 3 of them for $6, and then I had $1 off of Meijer cheese if you spend $5 or more. So I got 3 of them for $5. So it's about 20 cents an ounce. I'm going to go with the double cheddar today. Okay, I can hear that the eggs are close to a boil, but they still aren't there. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut my apple for tomorrow. A lot of people like to cut it fresh the next morning. Some days I do, some days I don't. In order to make it nice and easy, I do log all my food. So I've got 90 grams of apple, and then I'll just like put it down and I'll transfer it over. And then I can always like count how much I had left, or weigh how much I had left. And then I want about 28 grams of cheese. Which in theory should be let's find a smaller one. 29, close enough. Now all I have to do is wait for the hard-boiled eggs to be done, stick them in, and my lunch for tomorrow is ready. Okay, so the timer's going off. I'm going to simply see if I can find what I did with my other pot holder. But since I can't, I will use this. I dumped most of the hot water out. fill with cold water. Need to be able to still, you know, touch them. And then just, oh, you can't really. Ugh. Okay. Sometimes they peel great, other times they clearly don't. The key is to find like where the hole is so that you can get the membrane to separate. And then you can just slide it all off. But I think that there's something going on with the eggs, because they're feeling like very dry. So this is the Kroger egg. I can tell because it's bigger. And look at how easily this peels, because it's not all dry and weird like all these eggs are. Look at the difference. That's a Kroger egg. These are the Aldi eggs, and they feel different. And look at this one, like just ripped in half. Okay, so I had to rearrange the apples because I wanted to put something in there to hold the eggs, because eggs get kind of leaky. And I'll just put my wonderful perfect egg from Kroger, and then my less than perfect egg from Aldi. And look at the size difference there. Do you see that? Do you see this size difference? Look at that. Huge difference. Okay, so there it is. My little, like, you can see the cheese and the apple, the eggs in the little container. I probably should find a better container to put them in, but I'll go ahead and vacuum seal this, stick it in the fridge, and then my lunch is ready for tomorrow. So today's tip is to make your lunch. It doesn't have to be a boring sandwich and chips. You have any number of options. You can make your own Lunchable style lunch. Grab some crackers, get some lunch meat from the deli, ask them to slice it a little thicker. You know, and tell them, say, you know, I want it about as thick as the lunch from a Lunchable, or the meat from a Lunchable, or I want to make a cheese and cracker tray, and they'll do it for you. You can make like a bento box style thing. There's any number of things. Lunch doesn't have to be boring. Obviously, if you have like access to a microwave at work, then bring some leftovers. Make life easy. But whatever it is, make your lunch. It saves tons of money. And honestly, I mean, I made that for maybe $1, and it would have been $5 to $7. $5 at the grocery store, $7 at Starbucks. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa. This year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.